This program contains crazy material, including offensive language. Listening discretion is advised. Welcome to a VO's Padded Room podcast. So put on your straitjackets and join Big Jim and Brad Storm as they probe inside the mind of a new guest each week. So strap up and let's do this.
Our guest this week on a VO's Padded Room podcast is no stranger to traveling around the world, meeting new people, and enjoying her many experiences along the way. A 20-plus year retired military veteran, our guest worked both defense media activity and the Armed Forces Network. Wow! She would later retire from active duty and transition to the world of voiceover, where she has provided her voice in the realms of cartoons, podcasts, corporate promos, and so much more. Our guest is also an avid writer, belly dancer, and an advocate for creating a safe haven for wayward women in the industry. Some people have good days. Some people, well, they have bad days. But then there are those who have magical days. It's time to get strapped in the padded room as Sophus nominee Crystal Lee gets locked in and mic'd up. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, welcome to the show.
Thank you. What a wonderful introduction. Oh my gosh.
Crystal, it's good to see you. I've been having a shitty day today. And then I see you and I'm having a magical day.
Ooh, it's getting hot in here.
Well, maybe I can make this day magical for you too.
Oh, I know. I'm finally getting a haircut today. I'm getting my hair trimmed. I'm so excited. The highlights of my life.
It's so nice. I like
It's
it all
great.
poofy like that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm just getting trimmed. A little bit off the top. Gonna look halfway decent, presentable.
Yeah, I don't know. At 12 years in the Army, I still shave my head. I don't know why.
Oh, man. You know, I still do the Air Force bun when I have to put my hair up.
The only Air Force thing I did lately was, go to the hotel.
I was waiting for it. That's when you get two deaths on here.
That's too easy.
Well, holy shit, man. It's been so long since I've seen you. You know, last time we were talking, it was like we were on the beach. And now you've traveled all the way to the West Coast. And, you know, I've watched you like as a voice actor, you know, get in front of Instagram, doing the live videos and just growing and getting better and kicking ass wherever you go. And the great thing about you is, too, you got the great smile, you're always positive, and it just rubs off on everybody around you, you know? I think one thing holds true. Before we go back in time, I want to say this. I think one thing holds true with successful voice actors. The positive ones get the work. The positive ones get the work. I've seen a lot of people with gloom and doom attitudes. Oh, well, everybody's taking our money or they're not doing this and this. Let me screenshot this guy and blast him over here. No, the people that are positive and they're not attacking other voice artists, which is, if you're doing that, I feel like you need to get more work because you have too much time on your hands. But that is key. And I like people like yourself. So I'm glad you're here.
Oh, I like you too. Thank you.
And I'm jacked up today. Woo! I'm jacked up. Let's go back in time, shall we? Let's go moonwalk back in time.
Let's go moonwalk.
At this time, I'm going to ask you to fasten your seatbelts.
We never really discussed your childhood. I didn't go, hey, how was your childhood growing up? But why don't you touch on that? Why don't you touch on how you got involved in creating some of these characters? Was it when you were a child?
Actually, I think it was just a culmination of just life and life experiences and the people that I've met along the way. And, you know, my sister and I, we would sit in front of the TV on like Saturday mornings and
yes,
we would watch TV. You know, we would watch all the cartoons, Saturday morning cartoons. And there would be times where we would like pretend to be the character, you know, like turn the volume down, pretend to be the character and, you know, say kind of our own thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I like doing all kinds of stuff as a kid. My mom and dad, they put us in theater arts day camp during the summer. And, you know, we were always part of some musical theater or theater program for school. So,
yeah.
So, and dance too. I've been dancing actually since I was 3.
Yeah, wow. Yeah, my daughter's she's involved in dancing as well. I think that's great. It's a great art form of expression.
Yeah, that and it, helps with your stage presence and just like confidence and yeah, did a lot of that growing up. And I think it really helped as far as, the military service, just being confident and, being very, very confident in my movements and just like talking with people, as well.
Were you in ROTC in high school or anything like that?
Well, I was. I was in Navy ROTC. So,
Sweet.
But that was, I know.
I was in the Air Force ROTC.
My science teacher was a reservist in the Navy. So he kind of started his, the ROTC program. But it's really funny. I come from a long line of military folks. My great grandfather, my grandma is German.
Okay.
He was in the German military, and he actually, helped out as far as, in World War II when that was going on. They helped with a lot of the Jewish families in the village, helped to save them.
Okay.
And then my grandfather, he was in the Army Air Corps. That's where he met my grandma. Took her back, and then they separated. And then my dad's stepdad, he was in the Air Force. He was a flight attendant on Air Force One. And then on my mom's side, my grandfather was a chef in the White House for like 5 presidents.
Nice.
So it's a very, very proud. I'm very proud of their service. And then I had 2 cousins that joined the Army.
Yes. Cool. Air assault. Speaking of military, I mean, to cut you off there. I noticed that we've kind of, I won't say chewed some of the same sand, but, as far as you've been, you're stationed at, it was Aviano?
Oh, yeah, Aviano. Yeah.
Yeah, we passed through there on our way to Kuwait and then, or Iraq a couple times. So I wonder if we ever cross paths.
Oh, my God, that would be 03? Was it 03?
Yeah, 03, 04 was initial invasion, and then
went
back again in 05 and 06.
Yeah, 05, I think 05 I was still been in Korea, because I was there at the same time. I was in Kuwait in 2003, I think 2003 to 2004. And then I went to South Korea. I was stationed at Osan, and we probably did. I don't know.
I want to say it was like, what was it, Camp Doha or Wolf or Ali Salim?
Yeah,
I can't remember.
I was at Ali Salim.
It always changed names.
Yeah, I was at Ali Salim, and we actually did mail runs. My roommate, she was one of the head people in the mail room, so I would help her with mail runs on my day off.
There's no days off.
I know.
In 05 or 06, it was, they had like Starbucks or a coffee place there, Burger King.
Really?
Yeah, in Kuwait. Oh, yeah.
Burger King. What kind of Whoppers did you get?
Tell me about that.
It was nice. The second round was a lot nicer than the first round.
Can I get some onion rings with that?
I know. I would say, yeah, Kuwait was a really interesting time. But then 2005, 2006, I was in Aviano.
It's beautiful there. It's at least we get off the plane in the Alps, or you're walking down this long way towards, I guess, the USO or whatever it was. And the Alps are on the left. I mean, just huge. It's like, man,
it's so beautiful.
Awesome.
I actually, after California, I think I would love to move back to Italy. I mean,
cool. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the most wonderful thing about being a voiceover artist is or actor. You can go wherever you have an internet connection.
Yeah.
Stable, high speed.
It's a beautiful thing.
Connection. Yeah.
A lot of freelancers nowadays, they have the ability to do that. Switzerland would be nice too. I've never been there.
Oh, it's great there.
I think that might be nice to check out as well. But like you get out of high school and you immediately go into the service. Is that what happens?
Yeah. So I graduated in May, like the end of May. And then 3 days later, I left for basic training.
Oh, okay.
I was 17.
Well, it's in the blood, right?
I know.
You knew that's kind of what you were going to do.
Actually, I had a scholarship to a college in Connecticut. I was going to be a physical therapist.
Well, that went the other way, didn't it?
Wow, yeah. Where at?
Yeah, I think...
what college?
Quinnipiac?
Okay.
I think I pronounced it incorrectly, but...
Oh, bless you.
Connecticut. And where were you living at the time when you were growing up?
Fort Washington, Maryland.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's great. And so you get into the military, you travel pretty much everywhere. Afghanistan, you talk about going to all these different places, but something happens, right? You got disability, correct?
Oh yeah. Well,
What happened?
we have, so I don't know. I know they do something similar to this in the Army, but we have this thing called the ATSO rodeos. And basically it's a way for the Air Force to train a bunch of, to get people trained up for deployment.
Okay.
So it's the ability to operate and survive. That's ATSO. That's what it stands for. To survive and operate. ATSO.
That sounds intense.
I thought you called me an asshole. I was like, okay, well, welcome to the show.
Asshole me, yo.
No, but it's, we have, you learn all your basic skills. You do self-aid buddy care, you do CPR. You go through, combat training. We did convoy training. So I got to drive like all the, the Humvees and the half tons and the Deuces. And I remember the first time, because I have multiple injuries from the military, but the first time.
So does Jim.
Yeah, it's tough because on top of, when you deploy and you're in a combat zone, you have PTSD. You do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. It is really difficult to deal with. And I think right before I retired, I went through 3 years of intense therapy, just because when I got out or when I retired, I wanted to make sure that I was going to be okay for the civilian world.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then it's like every 6 months to a year, I'll go, for checkups, or if I'm having a really tough time, I'll make an appointment and be like, hey, I need help. And I'm not afraid to ask for help anymore. Like I was in the intelligence community for a long time, and there was like a taboo for getting help because everyone's scared to lose their clearance,
Yeah. I mean, even in the fire industry, I mean, I believe I have PTSD. I've had probably over 100 anxiety attacks. I've dealt with a lot of stress, and but I've never really gone to a doctor to get help for it, and that's you're right though. It's like, I feel like I'm going to get to a point here where I'm like, I hear bells ringing or any loud noises. It just makes me I'm like, what the hell? Like I'm over at the Walmart, the bell ring. I'm like, oh, what the hell is that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
so I
for
get
Jim and myself, it might be, I love Independence Day. I do. And I love,
I was just about to say,
and I love New Year's,
Yeah.
but I do not like that whistle or the explosions. I don't.
Nope, the mortar fire,
I don't like it at all. Yeah.
Once I get out of the bushes,
No.
I'm okay and look around.
Yeah. Or if I can see the stuff, it's okay. But even still, like that big boom or just that stupid whistle, I'm just like, oh, I want to go in a hole in the mountains.
Yeah. It just brings back memories that you'd rather forget.
Even boxes in the road. That was, I still swerve a little bit, boxes in the road, because over there they blew up. They tried,
Yeah. Or dead animals, like big, if there's something, like what you said, anything in there, or even on the side. But yeah, so, I'm a big proponent for, getting assistance, and it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Not the same thing works. Everyone is unique. So.
No, but the alternative was what I did, and that's not the good thing, is I bottled it up and I said, you know what, I'm going to push it down. Well, 10 years later, 100 pounds and an alcoholism habit. That didn't work.
Yeah. And the anxiety gets worse too if you push it down. It doesn't go away.
What really helped when I was in the service, I started belly dancing.
Yeah.
And
there you go, Jim.
What it did, and I know it's really strange, but it helped me with my PTSD. Because dancing,
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, it keeps you in the present. You have to be focused on what you're doing. Yes, you can. I just saw that chest shimmy.
There you go.
That was so good. Let's just do it all together. Brad, let me see it.
My
let me see you do it, Brad.
Ooh, there it is.
Yoga.
Yeah.
I do yoga. I do a lot of yoga.
Yeah.
And I've been going to the gym a lot lately. I missed going back to the gym and lifting weights. It's something that I used to do a lot of, and I'm getting back into that too. You got to find outlets. I like playing my guitar too, to have a release. But I wanted to touch on this too. Like you transitioned into working with Defense Media Activity and Armed Forces Network. Now, somebody like myself, I don't know too much about that, but I know kind of like what Armed Forces Network might be, but Defense Media Activity, can you explain these and how they benefited you?
So it's actually the same kind. I would say it's the same. DMA, the Defense Media Activity, is the overarching like command for AFN.
Okay.
Like AFN is when they say
like a show.
AFN networks, it's just the network. It's the network for
Okay.
radio, for television, and it basically is used to it's used for morale purposes, and then it's also used to get information out into the military community.
Okay, it was like Good Morning Vietnam. It was like Robin Williams.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Okay.
It's so we can watch sports in the DFAC over in Iraq at 3 a.m.
Or Charmed.
Okay.
Yes.
Charmed. Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, exactly. All of those things. I only did that for, I did it when I was stationed in Turkey. I was the maintenance manager over there.
Okay.
I've been there too.
Oh, what, Adana?
I don't know. Where do we go when we leave Mosul to go to Turkey?
I think it's Adana. Yeah, it's Adana. It's Incirlik.
Okay, because I was in Talafar the first time up north, and then we went to Turkey. This was in January or February 04.
Yeah,
I was with the 101st Airborne.
That's Incirlik. Incirlik has gone through a lot of change. There was Tent City in Incirlik too, and Turkey was kind of like the nice place.
Yeah.
But so I was stationed in Turkey for like 15 months.
Much better in Iraq.
And then immediately from Turkey, I went to Bahrain and got into DISA. After I retired from the military, I started working as a contractor for CACI. And then I got hired on as a GG13, it's like GS13 for DIA.
Yeah, GS13. Yep.
Yeah, for DIA. So.
And for those who don't know, Defense Intelligence Agency is DIA.
Yes. Oh, sorry. Those acronyms.
For the people that don't know. Thanks for the notes, Crystal, by the way.
No worries.
So you did that, but you weren't happy in that position, right? You're like, I mean, it's okay, but you wanted to do something different?
So the people are wonderful. I do. I love working with veterans, and I love working with retirees, just because we have very similar
jokes.
Yes, jokes and pasts.
Yeah.
And, just the environment is very similar. But, it was really similar to being to being active duty. And I got kind of tired of the politics and just like, I wanted to do something different. So I quit my job when I was, I transferred to Stuttgart, Germany. I was with DIA over there. But I quit my job, and that's when I started, getting into voiceover, and I wanted to do other stuff outside of voiceover. So instead of a voiceover company, I made it a production company.
A good idea. Like, how did you come about though with voiceover? Is it like something that you had a friend or you were watching videos on YouTube? What were you doing?
Kind of, yeah. I was going to, when I retired, I was like, I want to do something that's relaxing. I'm going to write books and put videos out on YouTube.
The influencer.
I know. Or because I lived in Germany and it was COVID at the time. Like COVID had just started.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I live in Germany. I could do videos of like different places in Germany, just because no one could go anywhere. So when I was living in Germany, you can walk, you can leave the house, you can take nature walks. You just can't be around people. So I was like, well, I could do that.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this?
Let the games begin! Let the games begin! Let the games begin!
Oh yeah, we know what that sound means. That's right, it's time for another round of a VO's Padded Improv. Today we have a script for you to perform as the bratty, badass Supreme Princess, Tutu, from the adventures of the Starkeeper. So when you're ready, the mic is yours.
You know the house of pain is in effect, y'all. And anyone that steps up is getting wrecked.
All right, let's do it.
Hey, yo, let's kick it.
Okay, I'm ready.
got it. You go, girl.
Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up, funky better back up. Try and play the role, yo ho. You girl act up. Get up, stand up, throw your hands up if you got the feeling. Jump across that feeling. Like little fun flow sometimes so I can jump. I'm losing it. Jump up and jump to get down. Jump.
Yeah. Bringing me back to high school.
Oh, I know. That was awesome.
We buy about 200 rolls of toilet paper and roll all the neighborhoods around us. That was great.
Oh my God.
Good old days.
So I got to tell you, my one of my very good friends, his name is Declan Horgan. He was a contestant on Hell's Kitchen.
Okay, cool.
He's the only Irish guy. He loves that song. So I made like my very first job. I made like this promo for him and used that, used that song.
That's a small world. Damn. Jim, did you do that much research?
He'll love this one.
I didn't know you had the inside scoop, Jim.
I know. He's using his gut.
He felt it. We got to go back to belly dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway. Trying to flip the switch a little bit and get a little serious, I guess. We don't have to get that serious, but we're going to talk about networking.
Oh,
the importance of networking.
Yeah, let's do it.
And your fearless attitude of not giving a damn where you land. A lot of people have fear of going, oh, I got to pack, I got to move, I got to do this. Oh my God, I don't want to change. I don't like change.
Yeah.
You don't care. You punch change right in the face. And that is awesome. Talk about it.
Okay, so this is actually my 20th move, and I think that being in the Air Force is really, or just military in general, not just the Air Force, but military in general has really, really, kind of helped get me ready for, this next big adventure. So, I would have to say moving from Germany to LA, as far as, changing career fields, was the best thing that I could have done. I mean, I've met so many people in the industry, not just in LA, but Brad, because we hung out.
Right. Yeah, I want you to touch on that too.
When you come into Houston, we'll hang out when you come to Houston for sure.
Okay, yeah, definitely. I might be coming to Dallas.
August 7th through the 11th, maybe?
Is it August? No, I think it's October. Oh, for the One Voice?
The Voice, yeah.
Well, maybe we'll see. I do have some out-of-town visitors coming.
Well, yeah. I didn't get nominated this year, but I'm just kidding.
You went and visited a handful of very talented voice actors and actresses. So, talk about it.
Yeah, when I came over to the States from Germany, while I was in Germany and I started my voiceover career, I met so many wonderful people online, or, I gotta give a shout out to Corey and Elaine Dizen. They are wonderful people. And, if it wasn't for them, I would not be where I am now. So thank you, Corey.
Episode 5 and 6, I believe. Episode 5 and 6. Check it out.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug. Well, that's the thing. If it wasn't for Corey, I would have, I wouldn't have connected with so many voiceover people. And because of that, I was able to contact you, Brad. Jim, I'm definitely going to come see you. I'm going to try to make it this year.
D?
Yeah, D, Jim Cooper.
Big Dog.
Brad Hyland, Cindy Milligan. Who else? I know there's so many more people. Jeff Bentley, I got to see him.
What an adventure. And you documented it all.
Oh, Charlie Wyrock.
Yeah, Wyrock, yeah. And the what is the power of three?
Everything in
yeah,
threes.
That's right.
He's awesome.
That's the German.
A lot of these people have worked with Corey.
Oh, yeah.
And so, the proof's in the pudding, right? So you go on this adventure and you meet all these people and then you land in California. But the thing is, you continue the momentum. Talk about continuing that momentum there.
Oh, okay. So, honestly, I am a huge proponent of everyone being successful. I want everyone to be successful. And, I always am on the lookout for jobs for myself, of course. But if I see something that I know that one of my, someone in my network or just someone that I've, recently met would be a really good fit for this job, I send it out to them. And I'm like, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested in this, but
Yeah.
I think your voice would match,
Yeah.
matches the brief or the sides. So, I really feel that there's enough work out there for everybody. And if you come at it with a unity mindset, I think that's one of the things that will help you be successful. Because when you come at it as separate, like, oh, I just want everything for myself and screw everybody else. Like,
good luck on that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't like to associate with people like that. And, I give everyone a chance and the benefit of the doubt. But if I feel like someone's in it all for themselves, I gracefully just kind of go my own way and let them do their thing. And, I wish everybody the best, but I feel like helping other people in this industry is what makes voiceover so wonderful, the voiceover community so wonderful.
You say that, right? And, there's people that, because a lot of us have been trained now, or people have been telling you, it can't be about the money, it's going to be about helping others. Well, some people can't, they fake it. They're not genuine. Actions speak louder than words, and your actions have spoken louder than any words that can describe what you do. And I feel like the same way. It's like I'm the same way. I mean, I meet with a group of voiceover artists, and if there's a job out there that I can help somebody get, then so be it. If somebody has some great work that they produced, congratulations. And it wasn't always like that, especially when I wasn't confident in my skills. But you got to, like, when you're initially starting, you just got to tell yourself, this is not a sprint. It is a marathon. Everybody's race is different, and you can't get caught up in stalking people on social media and getting worried about them and stuff like that.
I find
people do that. People do that, right?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah, I totally agree.
And, can't be like, if you can't handle like people being, if you can't handle negativity, don't go on Twitter.
Oh,
because Twitter will eat you up and spit you out. But I've met a lot of great people there. And like, as far as your social media network, like, which ones do you prefer to use? I know Instagram probably number one.
Well, actually, my TikTok has been doing really well.
Nice.
So TikTok and Instagram, I do prefer that. Actually, I get a lot of jobs on LinkedIn, and I think this is not a secret, but this is just my personal, it's part of my personal journey. But in addition to voiceover, I found that if you are very versatile in
wear many hats.
Yeah, wear many hats.
Yeah.
Do other things in the entertainment industry. It really helps as far as like bringing in revenue. So one of the things that I am starting to get into is managing other people, personal management, casting. So I help other casting directors find either voiceover people, or I started doing on-screen acting.
Nice.
It's cool.
Nice. Yeah, we were talking about that the other day. How was that experience?
Oh, it was so fun. I can't say what the thing is like yet until it comes out.
Zip. Mum's the word.
It was really fun being on set and, meeting the producers and just like doing something totally not, it's acting still, but it's not something that I came out to LA to do. I was very focused on just the voiceover stuff, but
don't forget us little people now.
Oh, whatever. I myself and one of my other friends, her name is Cheryl Neve. She and I wrote a spy comedy that we're doing the pitch deck.
Yeah.
We're almost done with the pitch deck. We still have to film the sizzle reel. But I think also creating projects, like you said, creating projects and knowing people in your network that are very good that you could hire later for these projects. Because Cheryl and I, we are doing, even with the spy comedy, I'm sure there's going to be some some voice. There'll be ADR, there'll be voiceover. And depending on who picks it up and if they are willing to let us, be a part of the production or, let us be executive producers and have any say as to who, gets hired.
Exactly.
I have a whole list of people in my network and what their strengths are and what they'd be good at as far as voiceover. Like, I love your announcer voice. Like,
why, thank you.
Ringside, Jim, you have very good, like, you could be somebody in an agency Or like, I don't know,
You could be a kingpin.
yeah, I was gonna say you have a good villain voice, and we have a couple spots for some gangsters. Ooh.
I'm a big believer too in creating your own path, because there's sometimes, especially when you're starting off, in podcasting or whatever, I've always created my own path. If there wasn't work that I was getting, I created things and then I showcased them. And until that time comes, I can prove my worth otherwise, It's not, you can't make money the final determination of how good you are, because we all lack in certain areas. Some people are very talented, but they're not very good with business, and networking helps solve a lot of those problems where you meet people. You don't want to be the best voice actor in the room. You want people that are better than you to help build you up. And there's enough of them out there like yourself that will help build other people up.
Thank you, Brad.
Yeah.
Is that what shade of red is that, Crystal?
I do all this stuff, and I appreciate the compliment. Thank you very much. And I do. And
of course,
I try very hard.
I feed off positive energy.
Get back into character, Tech Sergeant.
Positive energy was something I was missing in my life with a lot of people.
Sorry, Brad. She went straight to attention.
Yeah.
At ease.
There were so many negative people that I was around. They were like, "You'll never do this," and "You're gonna do this," and it's like, it's such a breath of fresh air to meet so many cool people that are really like, "I'm gonna kick ass."
You do kick ass,
and that's a good thing. I punch ass in the face.
You punch ass? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It was.
Well, on that note, Crystal, this has been awesome. I'm glad you came on our show and talked to us a little bit. And you got any final thoughts before we close shop for the day?
Oh, final thoughts. I actually am incredibly grateful for the opportunity to spend time with you guys and be on your show. So thank you very much for that. And, I'm really excited to see what happens next. I have a really strong feeling that this adventure is just the beginning, and there's going to be a lot of stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's all divine timing. It's going to happen when it happens, but a lot of stuff is happening really quickly. And, I think it's training, it's the momentum, learning and just being prepared for the next step. So thank you guys very much.
I know I've been wanting to get into some of those either audio dramas or some sort of like the podcast, like why can't I remember the name of that? The Star Kid and Tutu.
The Adventures of the Star Keepers.
Yes, thank you. I can't remember that. I watched it all day. Where would you suggest reaching out to try to network, when we're talking about networking, to maybe audition for some of that stuff? Not necessarily, that show, but others that you may, that may be around.
So I would tell you the military taught me how to be resourceful and resilient. So I got on the Star Keepers. So going back to, I know we were talking about how I got into voiceover. I was watching YouTube videos, and then all these voiceover videos started popping up out of nowhere. And I got in contact with Gabrielle Nistico and Lisa Biggs. Actually, Gabby first, and then did some coaching with her. And then Lisa, she was my second coach. She did the animation stuff. And then J. Michael Collins, he was my third coach. So only 3 coaches. But they were so helpful in helping me learn the process for reaching out to casting directors and getting booked for things. So basically, all of these shows, they either have a list of, who the producers are or the casting directors, or like a company. So basically I'll do the research, and even films. Like if you stay for the credits for certain films, you can see they list who the casting directors are. So, and that's why I love LinkedIn. It's a wonderful tool. You go and you have your list of casting directors and producers, and you reach out to them, not as, hey, give me a job, as, hey, I've seen your work and I really, it really spoke to me, or really enjoy what you do. I'd love to, if there's any way I can assist you in the future, please let me know. And And then with Lisa, she was wonderful. She actually, I auditioned and did all the things, but she helped me get on the Adventures of the Starkeeper. She was the one who was like, your voice is really good. It would be good for this character that's coming up.
She plays an awesome villain.
I know.
She scared the shit out of me. I was like, okay, I don't want to, how do you lose somebody on a floating platform? I'm like, I don't know. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. And all of the characters on that show, I mean, a lot of them are award winners, like Sovas award winners and nominees, and everyone, we do live recordings and you could just feel the chemistry because, the people that they chose for these parts, it was like when we're all together, even I've met some of them in real life too, some of the cast members, and I love every single one of them. I love them so much. I love their energy. I want to collab with them.
Right. Right.
They are definitely on my A-list for if I create a project and I'm like, who would be good for this? I'm like, Adventures of the Starkeepers.
It seems like a great experience.
Even the director, like Steve, he's got some good chops too, for different, certain characters, that I would have, but.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And even there's a lot of those podcasts or I know nowadays audiobooks are starting to get multiple actors for, to read certain characters. And, as long as the chemistry is good and you enjoy what you're doing, I mean, they are some of the most fun projects that I've ever been a part of. But that's what I would say. If you want to get on it, see who the company is that's doing it. If they have a list of, different actors, you could contact the actors and be like, hey, I really loved your performance. I would love to if you guys need a voice for this, I would love to work with you guys. So yeah, so just and I think that's where going back to what you said, Brad, where networking comes in is
can't be afraid.
Yeah, you can't be afraid to reach out to people and bring something to the table. It's not like, you want to help them or you want to add to their project. And I think just not giving a shit and going out there and just, that's the worst they could say, no, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like when you worry too much, you halt your progress, right? You want to plug your social media or website or whatever?
I have two websites. One is www.animatedvoiceovers, so animatedvoiceovers.com, and then crystaljproductions.com. And that's the overarching, if you want to know more about me and other things outside of voiceover, it's all there. And then my Instagram is at crystaljproductions. And then Twitter is Crystal M, as in Maria, crystalemlee.vo. Twitter is crystalemlee.vo. LinkedIn is just Crystal Emily or Crystal Lee, something like that. You'll see it. It's me with my mic and there's a blue background. So
it's a beautiful picture, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
Big Jim, what about you?
Oh, thank you, Miss Maria.
Miss Maria.
All right, where the hell am I?
Give me some of what you got.
What you smoking, boy? BigJimMedia.com is my website. Jim's belly dancing is gonna be coming up.
Oh, well, can we do a collab on that, bro?
Oh yeah, that's not gonna happen. But at Big Jim,
that'd be awesome. Yeah. Oh, we'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
I'll do the belly dancing all day.
Oh, where the hell else am I? At Big Jim Media on Facebook. What is the other? LinkedIn, YouTube, and Twitter. No, not so much. But that's it. How about you, Brad?
Yeah, you can check me out, Brad Storm VO on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Brad Storm Lanou on LinkedIn, Brad Storm Voiceover on Facebook. And guess what? The show is on YouTube. You can check out the show on YouTube under A VO's Padded Room Podcast. I want you to like, share, and subscribe, because if you don't, I'm going to punch you in the face. And then, and then Instagram. Our show's on Instagram. So I'm trying to upload new videos, but it's not allowing me to. I don't know why, but if anybody has answers to that problem, please reach out to me, because I would like to find out more. And go check out our side project, which is called Outpatient Therapy. Our last episode with Mike Tarno, he was talking about stage 2 esophageal cancer. little bit of a serious twist to that show. Like, subscribe, and share. That's what I wanted to say before. Like, subscribe, and share with the world. That's what I wanted to get out. And we're gonna be putting things on TikTok and soon to be Patreon, which will have the live video footage as long as our guests allow us to release it. And we'll be showing those off. Behind the scenes, all that good stuff. TikTok, I'll be putting the game shows up there. And maybe I talked too long, but that's it.
And remember, when the day gets long and shit gets real, you gotta
punch every day in the face. Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
I tripped over my headphones.
Thank you for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show.